Have you ever stood up for 1 second only to come back and find your dog sitting proudly in your seat? You tell them to move, but they just look at you and go ahead to pretend like they didn't hear you. It is easy to think it is a game or a small act of mischief, but there is more to it than that. When a dog takes your seat, they are not just claiming a spot on the couch. They are sending a message, and if you listen carefully, you'll see how that message reveals exactly how they feel about you. In this video, we are explaining what your dog is really trying to say when they steal your seat. Let's get straight into the video. Reason number 1. Your scent feels like home. When your dog takes your seat the moment you stand up, they are not trying to annoy you. They are usually just chasing comfort. Dogs are deeply connected to scent. It is how they make sense of the world and how they connect emotionally with the people they love. Your scent carries safety. It reminds them of your presence, your warmth, and your energy. That familiar smell tells your dog that everything is okay. Studies in canine behavior show that scent triggers emotional stability in dogs the same way a loved one's voice does for humans. Reason number 2. They know it gets your attention. Dogs are smart, sometimes a little too smart. They notice what makes you react and use it to connect with you. When your dog takes your seat and stares up at you with that innocent face, they know exactly what they are doing. This behavior often starts by accident. They sit where you were, you laugh or talk to them, and in that moment, they learn something, which is the fact that this gets a reaction from you. Over time, it becomes a trick to earn your attention, whether it is for affection, play, or even just a smile. This is called learned reinforcement. Your reaction, even if it is a simple laugh, teaches them that taking your seat leads to interaction. To a dog, any form of attention from their favorite person is a win. Reason number 3. They love the warmth you leave behind. Dogs are comfort seekers by nature. When you stand up, your seat stays warm for a little while, and to them, that warmth feels like a personal invitation. It is the perfect mix of your scent and your body heat, which makes it the safest spot in the room. In the wild, warmth meant the difference between survival and death. Puppies huddled close to their mothers for heat, protection, and connection. That instinct never faded. So when your dog settles into your seat, they are doing something deeply natural. They are chasing the warmth of the pack. Dogs associate warmth with emotional security. The same reason they curl up in blankets or near radiators is why they choose your spot. It feels alive, familiar, and safe. When they stretch, sigh, and drift off in your chair, they are feeling close to you, even in your absence. Reason number 4. They are copying you. One thing about dogs is that they are excellent observers. They watch how we sit, move, and react, then quietly mirror those actions. When your dog takes your seat, it might not be mischief at all. It might be imitation, which is one of the oldest ways animals bond. In the wild, younger wolves and wild dogs learn social rules by copying the behavior of pack leaders. That instinct carried over into domestic dogs. When your dog sits where you sit, it is a sign of connection. They see you as part of their pack and want to do what you do. This is called social mirroring. It is how dogs learn routines, moods, and even manners. They study your body language, sense your tone, and adapt to fit your rhythm. Reason number 5. They are claiming their place in the pack. Every dog, no matter how gentle, understands life through the idea of a pack. In a pack, every member has a place, and space often represents status. When your dog sits in your seat, it can sometimes be their way of exploring that hierarchy. In nature, higher-ranking dogs tend to select the best spots, which are typically warm, elevated, or close to the group. Your dog may not be trying to challenge you, but rather testing boundaries to see where they fit. It is instinct, not rebellion. Studies show that this type of seat-taking often happens in younger or more confident dogs who are still learning structure. If you gently guide them off the seat instead of scolding, you teach them where they stand without damaging the bond. Calm correction builds respect faster than punishment ever could. It is also worth noting that most dogs do not take the seat to dominate. They do it because they associate your place with comfort and safety. The key is to balance giving them affection without letting them control every spot. A true pack leader is calm, patient, and consistent. When you show that energy, your dog follows it naturally, and soon enough, they will learn that being near you is just as good as sitting where you were. Reason number 6. They miss you when you are gone. Dogs feel your absence more deeply than they show. When you leave a room, they notice. When you are gone for hours, they wait. Taking your seat becomes their quiet way of filling that empty space until you return. Your scent lingers on the fabric, your warmth stays for a while, and that combination gives them comfort. Behavior experts call this scent association, where familiar smells help dogs manage separation anxiety. It is why they rest on your clothes, curl up on your bed, or lie in your chair. It keeps them calm because it feels like you are still close. Studies on canine attachment have shown that dogs experience emotional highs and lows based on their owner's presence. The sound of your voice or the smell of your seat can even lower their stress levels. So when they jump into your chair after you leave, they are not being bold, they are self-soothing. Reason number 7. They are guarding what matters to them. Dogs are natural protectors. Long before they became our pets, they were guardians of their pack, always watching for danger and keeping their group safe. When your dog sits in your seat, they might not just be resting, they might be standing guard. To them, your spot carries your scent and your energy, which makes it part of their responsibility to protect. By sitting there, they are keeping an eye on the place that represents you. It is a subtle act of loyalty, one that says, I have your back. Dogs often guard items or spaces linked to important members of the group. It is instinctive, not possessive. Your dog does not think they own the chair. They believe they are watching over it for you. Reason number 8. They are marking their territory. Dogs have a unique way of claiming what matters to them, often involving scent. When your dog sits in your seat, they are not just keeping it warm. They are leaving a small part of themselves behind. Every dog has scent glands on their paws and near their tail. When they sit, stretch, or shift around, those glands release subtle markers that other animals can smell, even if you cannot. It is their way of saying, this place belongs to my family. In multi-pet homes, this behavior becomes even more common. Your seat carries your scent, and by mixing theirs with yours, your dog creates a shared smell that tells other animals, this is our space. Reason number 9. They are showing pure love and connection. At the end of the day, every small thing your dog does comes from love. When they take your seat, it is not just habit or instinct, it is emotion. They sit where you sit because they feel close to you there. Dogs form bonds that go far beyond obedience or training. They understand your scent, your tone, your routine, and even your mood. Behavior studies have shown that dogs experience genuine attachment, similar to that of a young child with a parent. Taking your seat becomes their way of being near you, of feeling your presence when they cannot be in your arms. It is also their way of saying you are their safe place. When they curl up in your chair or stretch across your spot, it is comfort, trust, and affection wrapped into a straightforward act. It is love without words. Maybe your dog is not claiming the couch after all. Maybe they are just holding your place until you come back. Every tail wag, every stolen seat, every little sigh in your spot is their way of showing that you matter to them. And if you think that is sweet, wait until you find out what it means when your dog chooses to sleep right beside you. Tap the next video to see what sharing your bed really means.